Good day and welcome to Season 3 of the Ministry of Tourism special interview program, Tourism One-on-One, where we explore topical issues affecting our tourism sector following its record post-pandemic recovery. I'm Kingsley Roberts, your host, and with me today is Acting Managing Director of the National Export-Import Bank of Jamaica, EXIM Bank, Mr. Errol Barnaby. Welcome, Mr. Barnaby.
Thank you, Kingsley.
Today we examine the role of the EXIM Bank and what it continues to do to facilitate the development of local tourism entities, especially small and medium tourism enterprises, SMTEs. Firstly, Mr. Barnaby, what is the role of the EXIM Bank?
Okay, thank you for that question, Kingsley. And just to share with you the role that EXIM play in the value chain of the entire tourism ecosystem. As you know, EXIM Bank is currently an agency under the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce, the Business Ministry. EXIM Bank was established in 1986, around the time when we had the Jamaica Export Credit Insurance Company Corporation. That is, it was expanded. The function of that was expanded for EXIM to get into trade financing and also to be more of an export credit agency that will see credit insurance, making the availability of foreign exchange to the productive sector, and also to offer affordable financing to the productive sector. Since then, the bank has been evolved, and we are functioning now with our mandate primarily to focus on improve or to facilitate the economic growth through increasing exports and job creation. And so all we do this now is to provide affordable financing to the productive sector, which includes exporters, potential exporters, and direct suppliers of exporters to exporters. So if you're going to ask if tourism is a part of export, given that it now earns foreign exchange, and it has been earning foreign exchange, and a part of the wider foreign exchange earned in the island, then yes, it's a part of export. So here it is that the role that we play, we collaborate with the Tourism Enhancement Fund. But before I get into the facility to treat with the tourism space, let me just say, since we have evolved, we have served over 3,000 clients in the SMEs space, and also we have disbursed over $137 billion since inception.
Wow.
So EXIM has been playing its part in ensuring that the economic drivers, they are developed to the point where we see some of them really grow to a bigger entities. So, as you know, for Jamaica to transform or to meet the government objective for Jamaica to be an export-led economy, access to finance is critical.
Right.
And therefore, EXIM Bank plays that role in filling the gap, not competing with the commercial banks, but filling the gap where the access to credit is very much underserved. So approximately less than 13% of the credit in the commercial space now is out there. So this is where EXIM, as a development financial institution, plays its role in ensuring that the SMEs serve as well.
Okay, so you assist both big and small micro entities.
Our focus is on the small to medium size enterprises.
Small to medium,
yes.
Okay.
We also have a space in the microfinancing, but we do through a AFI, which is Giant Bank, where we provide a line for lending to the micro sector as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what type of support do you provide then for large tourism entities?
Okay, so currently we have collaborated with the Tourism Enhancement Fund, who have created a pool of $1 billion to boost the tourism sector.
Right.
That $1 billion, it came into, I think it was 2016 it was implemented. Okay. And since then, it has served over 300 loans to the tune of over $2 billion. And currently, we still have some unused funds for awaiting the further take-up on it. But what we should know, given that the Tourism Enhancement Fund was $1 billion, and I am reporting now $2 billion, what it means is that over time, you'd have clients who repay, so reflow. So it will go back in the pool, and then we unlend it.
So you have a bigger pool now?
We have a bigger pool. So we keep on rolling the reflows and some clients. But that facility, it's a minimum of $5 million up to a maximum of $25 million. So if it is that you're in operation for 2 years, you're a registered business, your tax compliance is up to date, you have a TRN, etc., and you want to access this facility, you have to prove where at least 25% of your revenue is within the tourism space. So the linkages, the tourism linkages, entities that provide goods and services to the tourism industry, they are part of the small to medium-sized tourism enterprise as we categorize it. So the sector could be from as small as the accommodation, where hotels with rooms up to 30 rooms can access this facility. Attractions, the gastronomics, we have car rentals, transportation as well is in there. We have manufacturing is in there as well. Agro-processors are part of it, and they're all qualified to draw along on this facility.
All right. So talk to us more now in terms of the support you provide for small and medium tourism enterprises, what the ministry usually refers to as SMTEs.
Right. So we currently managing the fund on behalf of the Tourism Enhancement Fund. What we provide is, as outlined earlier, is that we do the assessment for clients to draw down on these funds, and we manage the whole loan portfolio going forward. And I have outlined some of the benefits and the criteria that you'll be eligible for to access this fund.
So do you guide them through the application process? Because you're talking about very small entities.
We have some business development officers. We have several in-house that will guide them as well. We have been on several events that will see us in the space of some of these very small, medium-sized enterprise. And we normally have one-on-one consultation with them, or they can draw down on this facility.
Okay. So what has the response been like then to the TEF-funded SMTE loan facility?
I know the take-up is good to date. As I mentioned, $2 billion in disbursements so far since 2016. And we have over 100 clients that have been served under this facility. We can go further. I agree we can go further, because when we have reflows, we would like more SMTE to be in the space with us and to utilize the pool fund.
Okay, then. So it's a case where you would love to see more applicants then?
There could be more, and there's room for more, and there's also room to look to review the portfolio of the facility to see if we can take on a wider or the bigger players in the tourism sector space.
So do you think there is a particular subsector or set of businesses that you think could draw down more on this type of facility?
I mean, if you look under, say spa, wellness, medical tourism, we have others such as entertainment, and we have other sector within the entertainment space as well. So they too are being entertained by us when they come to us too.
But you don't have as many as
no, the largest amount of take-up, you have it in the accommodation, you have it in the linkages sector, which is agribusiness. We have a portion for manufacturing and also for services. So there's room for more take-ups, and this is why EXIM is pushing for the entities that are eligible to come and talk to us to get access to those.
Okay, so tell us more about the facility now in terms of the tenure, the interest rate, those kind of things.
Okay, so as I mentioned, it's from a minimum of 5 million to 25 million. The tenure is up to 7 years, 84 months. You can, at 4.5%, you can utilize it under the short-term facility as well as the medium-term facility. The short-term facility is really where you will create a line with bank, and you may use it for working capital support. And you have up to 180 days to repay that amount you're drawn on at 4.5% per annum. So, and then you have the long term, where you take the longer 7 years to pay back at the 4.5%. But just to explain, the working capital support is what we call a revolver. So for instance, you need to purchase raw material, meet your pay bill, and other stuff. You can draw down on that revolver. And by the time the 180 days are less than that, you pay it back. So you have it rolling. So you create that line in the EXIM Bank that whenever you need to draw on it, you draw down, and the 180 days begin then.
So it's tailored for small entities then?
Yes. Up to 25 million, you have larger entities with drawdown and that up to the 7-year period, primarily to purchase equipment and to do others expansion in their business, you know. So it depends on what your desire at the time. You can utilize both the short term and the medium term, up to $25 million.
Okay. So how do people apply then?
Okay, so you come into EXIM Bank, and on our website as well, we give you a list of the requirements for it. So you come into EXIM Bank, as I mentioned before, if you are registered for 2 years, you're tax compliant, your revenue, at least 25% of your revenue is in the tourism space, you can apply for the loan. You communicate up to any one of EXIM Bank business development officers, and we commence the paperwork from there. We have dedicated people who serve at the origination stage of your appearance there, and we take it right through to disbursement.
And you know, sometimes small entities say the process in accessing loans and so on is onerous. So
Yeah.
is it a quick process or is it protracted? Tell us what that whole process is like.
It can be a quick process if it is that you provide the necessary documentation in a timely manner.
Right.
Also, just bear in mind that this facility comes with a degree of security, collateral requirement, which range from real estate, equipment. You could have a charge on equipment. You could hypothecate cash, and also guarantees from a financial institution or your personal guarantee. You could assign your life insurance policy to it as well. So we take those into account. That may be a little deterrent for drawdown on the facility, but we certainly can work with you to see what you can pledge in order, and based on the amount that you would like to draw down, and we will work with you to see how best we can secure that disbursement for you.
Okay, great. That brings us to the end of our program. Thanks for joining us today, Mr. Barnaby.
Thank you, Kingsley. It's a pleasure to be here.
Pleasure having you as well. Thanks to our viewers for tuning in. Take care and see you soon.